The biggest tournament since World Cup, Grand Royale, is literally tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday. NA East, EU, NA West. These are my top 5 predictions for each of those 3 servers. Let's get right into this. But one thing before we start, if you guys want to see more content like this, subscribe, turn post notifications on. This gameplay is from actually my Twitch, twitch.tv/plunge23. I stream every day. I will be doing a viewing party of NA East and EU Grand Royale Finals, so come check that out. And yeah, let's get into it. To start, we're going to be going with the biggest region, the $2 million prize pool, $600,000 for first. 200k each. We're starting with the EU region, and our 5th spot, borderline top 5, we'll start with Scram, Flois, and Hellfire. They got 2nd in total last FNCS, which dominated this season. They were uncon, they played well, they played endgame, and when they got to endgame, they did really well. The only problem I could see was they their surge kind of, but that just happens a few games to everybody. Scented Edgy Commandment happens to them. It happens to the best of them. But I believe they will get top 5 as they're still unconned. If they make it to endgame, the surge will be fine, more than likely, and everything should be good. So that's my. Coming in at the number 4 slot is a fan favorite in Vidil, Janice, and Noah Riley. You guys may know they didn't do good. Our last FNCS, they were contested, and they didn't get it going until about the third last game where they contested Crow. Dropped a 20 bomb, 6th place. They were on height. I guess they messed it up, but they realized it was not a success story contesting Micho, as they were just griefing. They didn't care, but they want to own the Sands. Because going into Grand Royale, they want to own that, make sure no Riley knows. Obviously, they didn't qual, and now Vidil, Janice, and O'Reilly are uncontested. But they're not. That's not the main reason why I believe they're going to do so well. I believe they're going to do so well is because the day 2 format, the kills and all the rest of the placement points are doubled. So 2 points per kill for day 1, but 4 for day 2. So if they're not doing the best going into day 1, you damn well know Vidil and O'Reilly, 2 of the best fighters on any region, are going to W key and get their points up. And that 4 points per kill, even if they have a bad day 1, they will come back and do really well day 2, and I fully believe that, as who can really outfight them? That's the thing, and that's why they're my number 4 prediction. Okay, now coming into my top 3, all these spots could be moved around, so my 3rd could be 1st, my 2nd could be 3rd, you guys know the story. These all top 3 teams are amazing teams, and I could see them winning. So coming in at my top 3 spot is a team that's statistically probably the best team, Cash Cup team, and best trio in the world right now, statistically, and that is Anas, Tomich HD, and Queasy. They will, in my opinion, have the most wins. They're a high ground team. You damn well know they are going front side, going to spray you out while 2 go behind and take height. That's just Queasy strats. That's why he's an FNCS winner. He knows how to win, and that's why I believe he will be 3rd or higher. And the reason I'm putting them so high is I believe they will finish with 3 wins. They could win this this Grand Royale with the biggest prize pool since World Cup if they win those games on day 2. If they win even 2 games, that would be huge. If they win 2 on day 1, they'll probably get top 3. But if they win 2, maybe even 3 on day 2, they will win, in my opinion. They're uncontested this Grand Royale. Last FNCS, they were contested by Skite. That they don't have to do that again this season. They're going to do well. And even if somehow they do get contested by some random team, because everyone knows Caddy's the most broken spot on the map. Some teams contest them, they could have that big day 2 and come back and win. They even finished, I'm pretty sure, top 10 while having a horrible day 1 and contested. So that's how good they actually are. Coming in at the number 2 spot is, in my opinion, the greatest player to ever touch this game in Aqua, a dual World Cup winner, FNCS winner, with one of the best fighters on the region in Reason, Anon, and then Fastroki, who did really good in Solo All-Stars, and Aqua and Fastroki did get top 3 in the latest FNCS. They probably should have got top 2 if the games didn't get bugged out by Tripper getting banned, and we're not going to go through that. There was just a bunch of controversy on last FNCS, but I believe they will get top 3 again, and I will believe they will get 2nd and maybe even 1st. Aqua knows how to win. He's a winner. He can get height. He's a high ground team. That's where I think Queasy and Nas, Tomich HD, and Aqua, they're going to have big fights for high ground. It's going to be a war out there, and whoever wins majority of those will be the team that finishes higher, of course, obviously. As I can see, I could also see Aqua winning, if Thomas HG does not do well. But since Thomas HG is a height team, Aqua and them got to watch out. It's going to be a war on high ground. So, my prediction for finishing first and winning the 200k each is a Polish trio, and that is one's coming from BL, and a few, I think the other two are unsigned, and that is Cami Tikinsetti. Dominated FNCS, and I don't see why they wouldn't dominate Grand Royale. They're a low ground team. They can win. They can play mid ground too. I don't know about height they can play, but though Aqua and Thomas HG will be griefing on height each other and other teams that go for height, and Cami in the last 2 weeks, I don't see what would have changed why they wouldn't win. I believe they will dominate, get top 5s, and do good day 2 and day 1. They're uncontested. They're obviously at their spot named after them in the Cami split. I just don't see them not doing well. So they're my prediction to win the 600k on EU. So next is my second biggest region, the NA East top 5. We're going to be starting that off with an underrated dark horse pick who I believe could do well. This may be completely wrong. This team may finish 20th. But I believe if they get it going, this team could literally finish top 5. Which is a team coming at a Cami split. Charlie, D-Roller, and Spago. I know they didn't make last FNCS. They didn't win a reboot round. You guys may be saying, you guys may have not even really heard of them. But I believe they will finish top 5. They also may finish dead last. That's the thing of a dark horse pick, but we will see on the day of. Coming in at the number 4 slot is the Solo World Cup winner, the reigning, defending FNCS champion, Booga, Dukes, and Miro. Dukes knows how to win. He's an FNCS winner, but I do believe dropping Muz for Dukes was, in my opinion, a bad decision. But since they're only taking half a Misty, going into this video, that's what the drop map says. But they're also taking like the slipstream area, which is really good, which is actually probably better than the second side of Misty, but I still don't believe they will win. I believe they will get top 5, 4th, but not a top 3 though. But yeah, that's my 4th slot. Coming in at the number 3 slot is coming out of Dirty Docks. They're a home spot. They got second, going Uncon Steamy, which is a spot they've never landed at. Their surge routes were probably perfect, but this team was literally 7 people away from winning FNCS, which is Day, Jamper, and Tragics. Day can basically damn near kill everyone. Same with Tragics, and Jamper is a really good IGL. He knows how to rotate his team, and going from Dirty Docks, the spot where they get Surge the best probably from, even though Dirty's not a good spot from Surge, we've already known that. Reverse 2K and Day Miro won there twice, but their Surge plans were just take a fight dead side, win it, and that's our Surge, and just look for little beams. Dirty is not the best spot for Surge, but I believe they will get 3rd with Uncon Dirty, and they're a good-ass team. So 3rd for Day, Jamper, and Tragics. Coming at the 2nd spot is a team that was just formed last FNCS, which is Commandment, Stretch, Scented. Still hard to say with no Edgy. Sad that Edgy isn't qualified, as they would have been my top 3 as well. But I believe Scented, Commandment, and Stretch will finish top 3 with Uncon Lazy. Even 2nd place. A common theme in Scented's career of Fortnite. Second. I don't know why. He just likes getting 2nd, especially on NA East. He's gotten 2nd on like 4 FNCS. Got top 4 last FNCS. Stretch is a good ass player. We already know that. I believe. I heard their biggest problem was about 3 to 4 games out of the 12 games in most FNCSs. They have a problem with Surge, which makes them waste stuff. But I believe going to Grand Royale, I believe Scented will have thought out an amazing plan for Surge and get them up there and finish top 2. So, in my opinion, the winner of NA East for the 100 or 300k, 100k each is the winners at a Sweaty Sands, Kanata, Saf, and Agers. This is Kanata's first big tournament IGLing. I know he IGL'd in DreamHack, and they got 4th. They were contested the last 2 games, but going into the last 2 games, they were 1st. I believe they can still do it. Kanata has shown that he's a good IGL. He's shown that in the DreamHack Extra, where they were in 1st at one point going to the last 2 games, but they were contested by Epic and Reet and Arc. But I believe they will win. Saf knows what it takes to win. He's done good in every major event. Like, it's just his Like, if you go check his Fortnite tracker and you see all his FNCSs, World Cup, lands, it's just all good for Saf. I know he took a week or a month break. Obviously, he missed last FNCS. I still believe they have what it takes. Ager's one of the best fraggers in the whole world. He just dominates. In Canada, one of the best fraggers as well. Even though he's IGLing, I still believe that will be your NA East FNCS winner. I know I said I'll do top 5 for each region. I'm only doing that for EU and NA East. NA West, I know about 2 teams, and we already know the winner of NA West. Let's be honest, if they don't win, it would be the biggest shocker. A team that I believe could win NA East and EU or have a chance at that, which is Epic Whale, Arkham, and Reet. Reet is just Reet. He can kill anybody, literally. His piece control, his aim, he's just Reet, obviously. Then Epic Whale, Scented said Epic Whale is the best fighter he's ever seen. I can take that word. It's from Scented, who's one of the best players in the game. Epic, we already know. He's one of the best players of all time. And then Arkham, one of the best IGLs of all time. We'll put them in a good spot. And so, if you guys go look at the last few FNCS, the last 3, going into the last 2 games or going into day 2, Epic Whale, Arkham, and Rex were not winning. Going into day 2, last FNCS against Reet, in which Reet won, they finished, or they were down, they were 4th place, losing to about 100 points to Reet. Going into day 2, they literally won 3 games, second, and they only had 1 bad game. They went into day 2, 100 points, like I said. They finished 10 points away from winning, literally. Domination. And if you go look at the 2 FNCS before that, they were down going to the last 2 games. They win those games. Grand Royale format is a day 2. Like, if you want to win, day 2 is where you got to show up. You can have a top 5 day 1, but if you get first day 2, you're probably going to win, unless the people in also the top 4 also having a phenomenal day 2. That's why I believe Epic or Arc makes those adjustments to make sure they do well in day 2. That's why he's such a good IGL. He makes sure he puts them in a good spot to win, and that's why I have them winning NA West. My second spot on NA West, which is my final prediction for this whole video, 2 is the team that there's 2 of the players that won last FNCS and one of the ones that has a 4x winner and got a second, which is Rex, Favs, and Snacky. Even though Rex is a 5-time winner, but he's won the last 4 FNCSs besides the last FNCS. They're just going to dominate, too. They're the 2 best teams. Probably Jelty will be 3rd, or Yelty, however you guys want to say it. They will probably get top 3, maybe Wavy Jacobs up in there, who knows. But those will be your top 2, and if not, I will be very shocked. And if Epic doesn't win, I will be very, very, very shocked. Literally, that'd be just a shocker. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see more, check me out on all of my socials. It's all in the description below, and twitch.tv/Plunja23. And yeah, guys, use support code it's Plunja. And yeah, guys, later.